This is my rare Subaru BRZ TS that I've recently repaired after picking it up from salvage auction. Everything was going great till I took it on its first test drive.
Oh, this thing needs a clutch.
With spring quickly approaching and race season just around the corner, we need to go ahead and get that clutch fixed, and then we have a whole assortment of performance and reliability mods from our friends at Mishimoto.
Look at that mess you're making on the floor.
Yeah, I wasn't going to drain the trans fluid unless you want me to drain the trans
I
fluid.
thought
now
you
I'm thinking
were.
I should probably drain the trans fluid.
I thought you were a professional.
Should we drain the trans fluid?
It's already draining, apparently. Whenever you're ready, Timbo Slice.
There it is. Yikes.
Oh my goodness.
What have you done?
It's like bare fiber. That's crazy looking.
Yeah, you roached that thing. I mean.
Oh my goodness, look at that heat. I don't know if that's more impressive or less impressive than what I was expecting. Look at how blue that the center section is with the springs from all the heat into it. Oh my goodness.
It's like burned in.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's two spots right across from each other. Yeah, look at how bad that top one is.
Oh my God, you can feel it.
Really?
It's proud of the surface.
Wow.
Oh, that's just clutch material embedded into the steel. Feel that? That's kind of crazy, actually.
Oh yeah, it's like completely soft.
Uh-huh.
That's wild.
Uh-huh. That I have not seen.
Yeah, good job, whoever did this.
For the replacement parts, I just went with OEM Exetti replacements. This car is not going to see additional power anytime soon, so just a good quality factory replacement I think will be more than enough.
Oh, watch my fresh tires, bro. You're coming this time.
Race
In
car.
case you did anything wrong while we're waiting on the trailer, I get to yell at you.
Perfect. I like these red seatbelts.
High class BRZ, bro.
It's nice. It's comfortable.
The engagement is so much better.
I bet.
Leaps and bounds better.
Did I do a good job?
We haven't gone nearly far enough for me to determine that yet. All right, well,
Now we have.
we made it past where the RX-7 wheel fell off, so. That's a milestone. Now we're gonna go past where the RX-7 blew up. And then once we do that, we're good.
It feels like you're riding the clutch after every shift. Maybe just the one.
You see what I mean though about how noisy it is?
Give it. Yeah, dude. The drive, like it's got drivetrain noise.
It just is like, it's just noisy, but it has no vibrations.
No, it's got a bad wheel back.
What?
It just feels weird.
You just gotta get used to like the,
I know. There's no feel.
yeah, like you just
That's the
gotta,
problem.
which is probably why it almost seems like it's like you're riding, I guess maybe you are a little bit.
Yeah.
Where like it's already engaged, but you're expecting it to do more maybe, I don't know, like. Not slipping this time.
So the clutch appears to be fixed, and we get to check that off of our list, but we've added something new with a potential, I guess, wheel bearing issue. We'll dive into that here in a little bit. Before we get to that, though, we're going to put on some of the fun stuff from Mishimoto that I picked up, and we're going to talk about Ownwell. Ownwell wants to help you save money on your property taxes, so if you're a homeowner, listen up. Especially if you live in Texas, Georgia, Florida, or Illinois. In Texas, your deadline to appeal your property taxes is May 15th. The best part of all of this is all you have to do is follow the link down in the description below. Ownwell has a proven system to appeal your property taxes for you. They have local licensed professionals in your area that are specifically focused in this field. They've used this system to help thousands, and the best part is there's no risk to you. If they don't save you any money, you don't pay a dime. It's pretty simple. Ownwell saves you money on your property taxes. The money that you save on your property taxes is money that you didn't think you had. Money that you didn't think you had is money for car parts. This is a proven equation, just like Ownwell's system. If you live in Texas, you need to follow the link down in the description below right now. Your time to appeal is right now. Your deadline is May 15th. For the other states mentioned, your appeal time is going to come a little bit later in the year, and you need to be ready. For everyone else, now you know that Ownwell can help you save money on your property taxes, and they'll be happy to help as they continue to expand their services throughout the country. If you own a home, go to www.ownwell.com/scraplife. See how much Ownwell can save you risk-free. The big piece we've been after this whole time is the radiator. There's nothing wrong with this one, but my focus for this car with the track days that I have planned is heat management and reliability. So a plastic end-tanked OEM radiator, rubber hoses, that's just not going to cut it. So it's out with the old and in with the new. This Mishimoto all aluminum radiator, it's a drop-in replacement and then also some silicone hoses. This way I get the peace of mind that I'm looking for. I also picked up the Mishimoto fan setup for this car, and just like the radiator, it's completely drop-in, it's wired, the plugs, these plug right into the existing ones, and then also an aluminum expansion tank. This is not really necessary. The plastic on the factory tank really isn't a concern. I guess it could crack, but this just looks better, and I figured I'd just round out the whole look. We're all buttoned back up, and I went ahead and heat cycled the car just to be sure that we don't have any leaks, and I think we're all finished with this round of cooling. Now, some of you might have noticed the passenger headlight and fender back off, and seeing the white one back on that originally came with this car, maybe you thought this was an indication that we're getting closer to one color, and when in fact, that couldn't be further from the truth. I've been looking at this car for months, and I just couldn't bring myself to paint this front end. The second I paint a car, I worry too much about it, but I also couldn't bear the look of this car as just a weird combination of red and white. The only thing that I could come up with is to change this to as many colors as I possibly could. We're stealing a page out of Volkswagen's book on this one, and what better place to bring it than A+ Tint in PPF. They have a virtually unlimited supply of vinyls here. All I had to do was go through, pick out the colors that I wanted. Ultimately, this fender is going to change color. The idea will be that we won't have two body panels that are touching each other that are matching, but I have options there. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a blue car with a good driver fender at some point that comes through for parts. Similarly, the rear bumper is going to change. The only panel I know that is going to stay is going to be the deck lid with the rear wing. That way, I don't have to worry about drilling another deck lid, but that made the decision for the quarter panels in the roof pretty easy. I needed to pick colors that were not available from the factory on a BRZ. This is kind of a ruby star kind of pink from the Porsches. We have a nice green M4 almost blue that looks really, really nice with the yellow. Last minute addition for the gas store there. Zach's putting the finishing touches on this thing, and we need to get it back to the shop. I have some wheels that I picked up for the road course that we need to go ahead and test fit. Now, I am going to go ahead and swap the yellow rear bumper onto the car. The car that this came off of did sustain some damage at some point here. It's got these two little dents in the back, and not that it bothers me too much, but I think it goes a long way for the driver's side of the car until I can get a few more colors, as I mentioned earlier. Now, for the wheels. I didn't pick anything crazy for these. In fact, they're a very similar design to the OEM, but I got a smoking deal on these from Turn 14. They were listed as closeout. There were 4 left in inventory, and they were the perfect BRZ size. 18x9 plus 40. The same diameter as the factory wheel, but it is an inch wider, which allows us to run a 235 R888R. Something else kind of hilarious that just ties into the overall scheme of this car now is that the lug nuts that I ordered were supposed to be just black, and I accidentally got sent chrome titanium, but it's just another color on the exterior of the car now. All in all, I'm very pleased with how this little BRZ is coming together. It definitely needs to be lowered, but I want to start with this car as stock as possible. And as I develop driving skills on the road course, I can upgrade the car as needed. So I don't want to go ahead and put coilovers on it just yet. Now, I also understand that this look isn't necessarily for everyone, but to me, the car has a theme to it now. It has an identity, but I also don't have to worry about the paint. If I get a rock chip, if I get some body damage on the car, I can just swap out panels as needed and the paint won't matter. Now, as far as what's next, our cooling upgrades for the engine coolant are complete, but we're definitely going to have to do something about the oil temps on this car. Some sort of cooler, which is going to require a couple components that I'm still waiting on to show up. Tim and I did do a little bit of research into that rear end noise that we previously thought was a wheel bearing, and turns out it might actually be the rear differential. The pinion seems to be making a lot of noise, which does make sense given that we weren't getting a sound change when you would load the car side to side like you would normally hear when you have a bad wheel bearing. So we're definitely going to have to address that along with the oil cooling needs, and then I think we're ready to get this thing out on track.
Oh, don't put her in the ditch now.
I've never been down here before. Heat. So much heat.
It's exited.
So much heat.
Should be exited. Made in Japan.
Exedi? Not Exedi. What are you even saying, Tim?
You weren't here for the first time I messed it up, Tim.
It's got no balls.
You should know, Mustang boy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I gave up that life.
I gave up that life.
You got to keep it between the mustard and the mayo, man.
Coupler for the one side that has 5-inch legs. Vibrant has 4-inch legs.
Okay.
So that should be right there. It's going to be close, but I think the extra inch will get it there.
That's what she said.
If it's done.
$200 each? What the f?
Yeah.
This ain't a Ferrari?
Right. You and me.
Hell no. You make me laugh, dude.
Well,
The that you are like super like hypercritical on.
yes.
You ran something over? I think it was a kitten.
Oh, no. Saying it so. There are certain things that...
It just gives me a good like, oh yeah, hit him with the impact, no big deal.
That was a good one. That was...
That was an unsuspected. Neither of you guys suspected it either. You know?
No, you know what? Normally I wouldn't humor him, but it was because it was not. He's not a that's what she's like type of guy.